Hey friends, I am once again in a place where it's sort of nice to record videos. I'm out for a walk on a beautiful day in a pretty quiet neighborhood where I can hear myself think and also not bother other people with what I'm talking about out loud. And yeah, it's just so gorgeous out. So grateful for the sun and the sky and the colors. Today I wanted to talk about fun and what it means to have fun, and a kind of split that I see a lot in people that I hope some reflections on might be useful to someone. I ask people this all the time. Did you have fun at that? Or are you having fun? And for me, this is a really sacred question. I try to do in my work as much as possible fun service projects, and I want to do projects that are of benefit, that are also joyful for me to do. And it's important that I'm actually having that fun. And so I ask myself constantly too, am I having fun with this? Is this fun for me? What would be fun for me? How could I have more fun? What would a more fun version of this project be? And I try to stay close to that. And I want my collaborators to be having fun. I want my friends to be having fun. And sometimes I'll ask people this question, are you having fun? And they'll say yes. Or I'll say, did you have fun? And they'll say yes. But from their tone of voice and the way they speak about it and the way my body feels when they say it, to be honest, I don't believe them. I don't believe that it is fun. Like, did you have fun doing data entry of those 5,000 rows on that spreadsheet where you were manually copying numbers from one place to another for 6 hours? Now, I definitely believe that there's someone for whom that's fun, but for a lot of us, that would not be fun. And if I asked someone and they said, yes, I had fun with that, and they say it in sort of a monotonous voice and their bodies sort of collapsed and, they're not raving about it, those are some clues that maybe they didn't actually have fun. And that can happen in the past or in the present, but it can also happen in the future. We can be at like a meeting and we'll be like, I'll do this task in the future. It'll be fun for me. And you think it will be fun. You think it will be fun. Your mind imagines, believes, conceptualizes that it will be fun, and that's fine. We have to have guesses at these things, but then it's important to check in our bodies if we're actually having fun when we do it, or if we actually had fun after we did it. And sometimes we don't have fun with something, and that's important information. And so I guess there's two parts here. One is that there's our mental concept of what's fun, and then our embodied, lived, felt experience of what's fun, and that those might not be the same. And we have to check before, during, and after what we think will be fun and what is fun, what feels fun, and really attune to that experience and learn to recognize what it feels like to have fun. I love this word fun, but for some people it could be, you could use a different word, like a synonym for it that's like aliveness or eros. I've heard some people use other words, but for me, fun is the one that really clicked for me and really resonates for me. So I like to use that word. But most important, regardless of what word you use, is how it feels in your body. And you start to notice, oh, fun. It's this enlivening, bubbly, pleasant feeling. Maybe I feel it in my chest or my face, or, I'm just excited and I have high energy and it's easy to do things. That's different than when we're not having fun, when it's slow and monotonous and we're kind of low energy and we're thinking about a lot of other things. Maybe we're distracted. That's all fine to have an experience. It's just important that you notice what your actual lived experience is, if you're having fun or not, and then to be honest about that. It's so important that we don't lie to ourselves or lie to other people about whether we're having fun. It has to be important for other people to be able to tell us honestly whether they're having fun or not. If we're collaborating with them, if we're working with them, we need to be able to hear, hey, this isn't fun for me, or that actually wasn't fun for me, or I had fun with this part but not with that part, or I really loved that and that was so fun for me. All of that has to be fair game and on the table, and that internal and collective honesty about what is and what is not fun is so important for finding our way to actual consistent lived experiences of fun. I think a lot of times we can lie to ourselves from our mind about what's fun because we're supposed to have fun, or it's profitable, we're going to make money if we do something, or we want other people to like us, or the thing that's fun for other people, we think it should be fun for us too. But it might just not be. And the more honest we can be with ourselves and each other about what is actually fun, what we actually feel is fun in our bodies, then the more we can have those experiences, the more we can prioritize experiences where we're actually having that fun, and just make it more likely that we're going to have those experiences, and we can make better choices that are more likely to be fun for us. And then importantly, this connects back to service. When we are following what's fun for us as a kind of compass, when we're consistently doing what's fun for us, paradoxically, that turns out to be what's of most benefit to the world. And we can really help each other and help the world and be of benefit through following what's fun for us. So that's been my experience, is just consistently asking myself again and again, what's fun for me? What would be fun for me? Did I have fun with that? Did I enjoy that? And being honest about it. And more my life is fun, and I can optimize for that. It's almost like those effective altruists or something, but rather than optimizing for quantitative benefit that's on a spreadsheet or something, which is fine, not to criticize, but I'm like a utilitarian for my own lived experience of fun. And then paradoxically, again, that turns out to be of great benefit to the world, as best I can tell. That turns out to be the very thing that people need, that we can help with the most, and that's sustainable for us to do. We're not burning ourselves out. I think that's a big part of how burnout happens, is that we become disconnected systemically from what's fun for us in a lived, embodied way. And instead we're having these deadening, unfun, unjoyful, unalive experiences consistently that are maybe incentivized. Like maybe we're working a job that pays us really well, that maybe has high status in the world, but just actually, when you're honest with yourself, you're not having fun at. And often when you're consistently honest with yourself about this, you can find like a middle way. It doesn't have to be, you have to quit your job and be a pilgrim like Tashin or something. I think actually a move that I've been encouraging people to do more and more, which, take this advice with a grain of salt, because I don't have a traditional employed job, and this may very well be terrible advice for you, but I think it could just work. It's crazy enough it could just work, which is for people to just do the parts of their jobs that are enlivening for them, that are fun for them, and just stop doing the parts that aren't. And how can you delegate those parts, or, give it to someone else who would enjoy it, or just tell your boss or the people you work with, hey, that's not something that's enlivening for me. I'm going to focus on the things that I'm really good at, that I really enjoy, that are enlivening for me. And that's actually important, because if you're in some kind of job environment, they're going to want you to stick around if you're good at what you do, if you like what you do, and they're going to want you to keep working there, presumably. And so for you to actually enjoy your job in a sustainable way is a necessary ingredient for you to be able to consistently stay at that job, is that you're having fun. Like, they should want you to have fun and enjoy your job. And I don't know, if they don't and aren't willing to help you with that, then I don't know, that's a red flag as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, a little bit of a tangent. Following one's fun. And I think this starts with just asking yourself and asking other people, did you have fun? Are you having fun? This is one of the questions I ask myself at the end of the day, I asked myself, what did I enjoy doing today? How did I play? What was fun for me today? And I love asking myself questions. That's why I start with that question of the 3 questions. You can see that I have a video about it and a blog post about the 3 questions I asked myself. And like, that's the fun question to ask. And it's fun to start there and just be like, just to remember, oh yeah, I went to dinner with this person. We had a really good conversation. And oh yeah, I got to make music with Aspen. That was really fun. I loved the part where I was like arranging the track, or, you know, when I figured out this thing, a little thing about Ableton, and it just sounded really cool. And that was fun for me. And if you consistently ask yourself that over and over again, what's fun for you? It's a reinforcement loop. It's a reinforcement loop where you start to have better information that you can orient towards about what actually is fun for you, what you enjoyed. And especially in the privacy of your own mind, you can be honest with yourself. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, or that part, not so much. But also ideally you can be honest with your friends and your family and your coworkers about what is and what's not fun for you. And the more you can look at that and be honest about it and communicate about it and make choices based on it, the more fun and enlivening your life will be, and the better it is for the world, I think. So anyway, hope there's some food for thought there about what's fun, and I hope it leads you to have more fun and joy and play in your life. And I'm wishing you well, sending you love.